Welcome in, guys. Thank all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like the video, leave a comment, help the algorithm so you know when somebody go on YouTube, they're more likely to find us. But diving in straight in tonight, no fucking around, because so far I have been unable to cash a full parlay for the NBA so far. Been given a lot of good plays. If you guys bet in the single bets, you would have been up a lot of units by now, right? But for me in particular, I do parlays, right? It's not me, trust me. These guys sometimes they go out there and they act like they forgot how to play, right? But it's 12 games on tonight on the slate. I'm only going to be focusing on 3, right? My first game I'm going to start with is going to be the 76ers, of course, from Philadelphia. We went to go see them Saturday afternoon. They played the Phoenix Suns. They actually won that game. And I like some of the things I see, because when my first time actually seeing them play in person, I like what I see from them, especially Tyrese Maxey. Now that, as we all know, that Harden is not there, he's on the Clippers. You know, it gives Maxey a little bit more room because he's going to have the ball a lot more. So he's going to shoot more. You know, his assists and stuff like that should go up because it's going to be a 1-2 punch between him and Joel Embiid, right? But when you look at the line, they facing, so you got the 76ers taking on the Washington Wizards. And the Washington Wizards, let's face it, right now they are not a good basketball team. Who over there that you can say that you can be excited to go see or you want to see? The most exciting thing that anybody, including myself, can think about from the Washington Wizards is Jordan Poole getting punched in the locker room by Draymond Green. That's it. There is no excitement coming from that ball club. So I don't expect them to go into Philadelphia and actually go beat the Sixers, right? After seeing what the Sixers did to almost a healthy Phoenix Suns team. But if you look on the line, though, the money line for the Sixers is a -600, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who the hell they think they got over there playing. I'm saying by the time they're done, we might be able to walk on water with them at that price, right? So we can't take them for a -600. What I can do on that game, I can go to the alternative line, because on the line, the spread is -11.5. I believe they should be able to cover that, right? Versus who they're playing, the Washington Wizards. I don't see no reason why they shouldn't, but we're not fucking around tonight. We're trying to make sure that we cash a winner, right? So I'm going to do a same game parlay from that one to bring that price down for us, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the 76ers -4.5. Depends on the sports betting book that you're using. You may not be able to take them with the alternative line and also add the player props. But if not, just take the money line and then take all the other plays and add them to there. But if you are, we're taking the 76ers -4.5. Tyrese Maxey, 15+ points. On the line, they have him at 20. So, as I said, we're doing the things to ensure that we're going to cash a ticket, right? Tyrese Maxey, 15+. Joel Embiid, 20+ points. You can take that all the way up to 25, along with 5 rebounds, right? So, from that one, 76ers -4.5. Tyrese Maxey, 15+ points. Embiid, anywhere from 20 to 25 points, along with 5 rebounds, right? And that should cash for us as well, because the 76ers so far on the year, they're 4-1, taking on the Washington Wizards, which is 1-4. Not a good basketball club. I think that's said enough for that one, right? And that game do start at 7:10, so you guys do have enough time to actually catch those plays, right? My next game I'm going to look at is Golden State taking on the Detroit Pistons. Now, last night, Golden State failed to even cover the on the line. I think the highest you could take them for was a +9.5, so that would for Golden State not to lose by 9.5, and they were still unable not to cover that, right? So tonight, I think it's a bounce back spot for those guys, because as we all know, they still have their core from their championship team instilled with championship aspiration over there. We know Chris Paul coming off the bench, leading the second unit for them, of course. always a good guy to look at it. He may not score a lot, but always somebody good to look at for assists if you guys want to lean, do anything with Chris Paul. But the guy I'm actually focused on is Mr. Stephen Curry himself, right? In the NBA, they say he's the greatest shooter, maybe by percentage or just maybe by the amount of threes that he actually accumulated in the amount of games that he had actually played, right? And so far this season, whenever Steph Curry go out there and he's shooting, right? Because just like how other guys go in practice and they shoot a bunch of layups, you know what I mean? They practice their free throws. That's how Steph Curry goes in the gym and practice 3-point shots. So therefore, this is why you see him can shoot from damn near anywhere on the court, right? So for that game, I'm not going to take a winner. But if I was going to do anything with that in terms of a team, I would look at Golden State for a bounce back spot. That would be a lean, but that's not where I'm going with it. I'm taking Steph Curry for 4+ made threes, and on the line they have him at 4.5. If you guys want to take him for over 4.5, I do support that as well. I believe that it's a -115 on that particular play by itself. But for the parlay for that game, I'm going to take Steph Curry 4 made threes, Draymond Green 3 assists, and Klay Thompson 10+ points. And that's going to get you at a -130, which is actually a good value, despite not having a team in there to win, right? Second play I'm going to look at is you have the Denver Nuggets taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Denver on the season 6-1, Pelicans 4-2. As we all know, Denver won the championship last year. Did really good in terms of betting if you was betting with them, especially my guy Nikola Jokic, been absolutely a double machine. And last year, as we all know, a lot of times we was able to bet him for a triple-double, right? And last game, he was actually 1 assist away from getting that triple-double. Reggie Jackson was actually wide open when he passed him that ball, and, you know, Reggie Jackson just being Reggie Jackson, all right? So he was 1 assist away, had the opportunity. Reggie Jackson just couldn't cash for him on that one, right? But tonight, if you guys want to sprinkle a little bit of money on Nikola Jokic triple-double, I believe that should be a good play as well, especially knowing what he did last season and coming just 1 shy of that last game, right? So in that particular game, CJ McCollum played for the Pelicans. He's actually not playing tonight. He should be out. He suffered a right lung collapse. So, you know, prayers up to him. Hopefully he recover in a short amount of time. But to the business aspect of it, where we're trying to win some money, not only that, but Jamal Murray for the Denver Nuggets, he's actually have some health issues going on as well. Think he might have tweaked his ankle or something like that, where he's going to be out for tonight's game as well. That didn't stop them from last game when he got injured. That didn't stop the Denver Nuggets from beating their opponents by 19, 20+ points, right? Denver is at home in the Mile High City, where we know it is a lot of times it can be very difficult for teams to actually go to Denver and then go beat them, right? So in that one, for parlay, once again, I'm going to take the Denver Nuggets money line with Jokic 15+ points and also 7 rebounds, and that gets you at a -190 right there. All right, and all these plays tonight is just we're trying to ensure that we hit a ticket, right? Let's get it. I'm not taking anything extra, nothing too extraordinary. We're just trying to cash a winner. And my final play that I'm going to have for you guys is going to be from the NHL. We have the Florida Panthers taking on the Columbus Blue Jacks. And one of the things I do like about hockey, right? So whenever a team played on the road, in which they lose the game in an embarrassing fashion, and then their next game that they play, they actually go back home. I always like those teams. You know, especially with me, I like home teams, but I feel as though that give that particular team, no matter which sport it is, that give that particular team extra boost, extra adrenaline. That, you know, they want to make sure that they go out there and play very good on that on their home ice the very next game. So what I mean by that, Florida Panthers, they've last game they played as Chicago Blackhawks. I don't know if they didn't come to play or they got caught sleeping, but they actually ended up losing that game 5-2 to the Chicago Blackhawks, and I'm pretty sure they didn't expect that as well, right? Now the Columbus Blue Jacks, they came in off also a loss versus Capital, which was a 1-2 victory for the Washington Capitals, and now Columbus, which they're gonna go on the road to go play the Panthers in Florida. But you got to keep in mind, Columbus has not been a good road team, and you can date back into last year, in which they only won about 8 or 9 games on the road out of 41 games on the road. So you can see what I mean. They was ranked second worst road team in the NHL last season. I don't expect too much to change from the Columbus Blue Jack year in and year out. They normally be one of the doormat teams in the NHL. The Florida Panthers, as I said, I expect a bounce back spot for them here as well. Suffering the 5-2 defeat by the Chicago Blackhawks, so that was an embarrassment loss for them, right? And now they go back home in front of their home crowd, their mom, their dad, their girlfriend, whoever might be in the crowd that they're gonna put on a good show for. So in that one, if you want to take them on the money line, which is a -230, you can do that. Or you can take them on the run line, because once again, if Florida had the lead anywhere between 3 and 5 minutes left in the third period, the Columbus Blue Jack coach, they will pull their goalie, right, and they pretty much give the game up and see what they can do, in which will allow Florida to actually get an extra goal in there for the run line potential, right? If you guys have not subscribed, as I said, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, tell a friend, right? Good luck to you, better luck to me. Let's catch some winners, man.